You deserve to have it blown right out of your fucking brain. You see what I'm saying? So this could be the truth here. Somebody and their dog or something like this could be they could be trying to lead a person and their dog out of a city, or a man and their dog or something like this. I mean, I do feel like this is somebody that owns a pet. They could be saying this is your person. Okay? This is what they want to happen. This is the truth. Somebody's trying to cause a tower, or they're getting a tower, because this is the sun. The truth is, this is the sun. You could try to trick, play, make fun of them about a toothbrush or whatever this is, or whatever you want to do. About their breath or whatever, or something like this. Now, this ain't no sun that's being compromised. When I find out something that's trying to come towards me to compromise me, I try to combat it. When somebody try to manipulate me, I'm like, you better cut that shit out. My dad may not be able to do that. This also give me Mulan. When somebody's dad can't go for the war or something like this, and then Mulan gotta go. You don't even have to get fuck with your dad like that, because this is about repairing a lineage or repairing a nation or repairing something. It ain't even nothing personal to me. I feel like this is what people are trying to teach me lessons. Oh, I showed up late to tell you this information, or I didn't show up at all, or I changed my mind and I didn't call, and I just didn't show up, or something like this. And like, what the fuck? I don't even understand. Why are you doing that? Because the way that I thought that it was reciprocal, the way that I showed you love and the other support that I did give you, I thought that outweighed the fact that I forgot that I didn't want to go to your birthday party that one time because I was in a funk or something like this, or I was having so much stress at my house or something like this. You get what I'm saying? Or you couldn't get off work that one time and I wanted to go on that trip, so I went with these people because I can't do everything in life with you. Okay, well, I don't know. Somebody is too personal. Some people are too sensitive, something like this, okay? And they're too used to some power that you've been abusing, that's not your power in the first place. You was holding on to it until I started to come and awaken. Now you got to give it back. Oh, we don't want the government, but do you know what God got in store for you after that? So you wanted to destroy that too. All right. So these girls are gonna have to give something back. This with the T. What's the T, sis? And these girls or whatever this is, they'll never be restored again. It's like ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Ashley to Ashley. Furniture. No furniture. Somebody's gonna have to pay something back here. Again, the reason why they're not getting something is because they're not heirs to something. These are crypts. These crypts could have went down in a tomb and got an old vassal of mine or yours back that resembles a certain female. So a female that they was following, they don't get in trouble. Um, so they're trying to find one of the vassals that match this particular familial group. It's almost like, go get the Daenerys. We're about to go cash in, and then they put somebody back in a tomb. Go get the Daenerys. We're about to cash in. So people are breeding me to go steal from me before I can get what belonged to me. That's a powerful motherfucker, or something. That's a very valuable, important motherfucker. You can't try to tell me nothing about the value of things, motherfucker. I got some pristine taste. Pristine, motherfucker. And I don't look to nobody for no validation ever. And that might be the best thing that God did for me, is not make me a star or something. It's nothing against the stars. It's just that's a different type of weight or something. I like it here. I like it here. And this is a hassle because somebody tried to make somebody into a star in the dark and let people have access to them and let them be swarmed. Such a cruel intention here. This could be an Empress in reverse. Maybe this person can't have children and they was mad because you have children, or maybe they can't breed children, or they can't be a tiller of the soil or something like that. It's something that these people cannot do. All right. This could also be somebody, somebody could be me and they saying, oh, I like me better, saying that I like you better. You're mine and I like you better than those, or something like this. Okay. And then we got feds and dead. So I don't know what this is. This could be somebody's little child is dead. Okay. And somebody could have been keeping a child like in a home, like in a closet or something. by themselves. And so somebody in their pet is going to have to leave because this person was abusing a child, or they kept, this is like somebody will come home to you every night, but they know that on the other side of town there's a secret house with your child, and at any time they could have just hand you a key and then and say 6590 17th Street, just go, or something like this. And they didn't do that. This could be, like I said, this could be somebody shouldn't have trusted with that, or they was too scared, or they didn't know what you would think, or this is somebody that thought that they still wanted you to stay with them, and somebody could have let a whole child die in the house, Empress in reverse. Like this is like a time shift, like where somebody could have been trying to call you back to, like my old house before this. Somebody could have been trying to call me back to that house, but I didn't understand it because I've been past that house several times and I seen different people that live there. So why what because I feel like these could be people that can change their form, and if you just gave it a chance, but I don't understand that. I don't understand that way. So somebody's trying to make it seem like you know the way it works or something. You're not going to get the family back, but you'll get something like it or something. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I don't know. You confusing me. I don't know what this is. Stop acting like I done this because somebody is going to be horrified when they find out that you're not connected. I'm not connected to the system. I haven't done this 1,000 times. I don't know the key word to get back on the spaceship. I don't know. Nobody prepared me for nothing. So I am in a vulnerable situation, but vulnerable myself, no. Clueless, maybe. I can't see or hear, maybe. It may be for my good, my own better good. Yeah, because I don't understand. Somebody's trying to show me symbols and signs. I don't understand because I feel like these people are not for the signs and symbols. Somebody want to be, but you're not. Somebody want to be esoteric. Somebody want to be something, but they're not. And there is a biased thing here. Somebody is very biased here. Ace of Pentacles. This could be like this is data that somebody removed from somebody, like you and your husband could have been plugged into a server. Y'all that thing, that unseen, is a plan that you came up with, but you, and so the person was waiting, loving you or something like this. You're online talking about this shit right here. The person think that you're talking about this, trying to get attention. You're not paying attention to him and the child or something like this. But somebody, there's another bitch here that didn't want somebody to get something. See how this slotted spoon got the stuff sliding out the bottom? This blue person, they didn't, this tears person or whoever this is, they didn't want this person to get nothing. So much so they wanted a dead child. It's like, say that this is a secret, you was a part of a secret society, or they used you as a battery pack. Because of that, the communication wires was open, but that's it. You didn't have no power. You didn't in privy. You wasn't at these meetings, or not that you know of, or nothing like this. But while you did have this soft connection or this soft wire connection, the person was hoping that you remember this. It's a movie I saw where this girl, they said if we be back here at the same time, whatever, like this, whatever in this space or whatever, then that means that we're meant to be together. I think they met each other. They had, like, in the Bahamas or something. One of the people had to leave, or they was pushed out or something, and then the person had to go back home and take care of her. I think she was on a work trip. She had to go back home and take care of her son or something. And then he was like, "Oh, well, I'm going that way." It's something like this. I may not be exact. I'm going that way in a couple of weeks or whatever. And then it was like, her son got sick and she had to be at the hospital, and so when the man came, they missed each other. But then, like, right when the bridge was closing up the next day, it was like no chance or whatever. But then, um, they couldn't even see each other over the opening. You know how those bridges come up like this and open up for ferries and stuff to get through. Um, I think they had to talk to each other right before the damn thing was like opening up, where they wouldn't, they couldn't even see each other. And so it's something like this was something only between you and this person, or this was something that was private, or something that y'all did if ever we get split apart. But somebody went and dug out this information here. somebody changed this or whatever. This could be somebody that was jealous because they realized the man chose the love of his life instead of his children, because he could always get back and communicate with his children, but he could never get back with his girl. And so this could be something sad like that. It's also giving me Eve's Bayou, some type of temptation between a father and a child. Whether the child is an outsider, okay, or someone that was grew up in like a home setting with this person. And this father could be in reverse. Somebody could be mentally ill too, okay? This could also be about somebody wanting to keep a connection. This could, somebody did something in the house. Okay, so I'm getting this tiptoe energy of this healing to express energy or something like this. Okay. What is that? Is that somebody that my person got spliced with while we was together and I ended up having their child, which could be the Kayla or the dark skinned twin? Or is that the person, the dark skinned twin, um and you grew that person up fast because that person was taken during the Alice program, and they was given to a father figure or a feather, okay, in the sidelines. Because the only reason why I choose her is because she's the one that got lost on the bus. She was the one that got lost on the bus for like a hour or more. The bus driver in the kindergarten dropped her off on the wrong corner, and then they, when they got off the bus, only one twin. I think it's like the first week of school or the first day of school. So when they brought the kids back, I went to the bus stop to get them, and only one got off the bus, and so I started freaking out and calling the school. Went down to the school, didn't know what to do, whatever this is, and they said, "Oops, we put the child." This was the dark skinned twin. Oh, we put the child because somebody liked to subjugate. It's like they know I'm the empress and they wasn't able to do this to me all the way around. But somebody likes to subjugate and make they like groom these dark skinned children to feel special. Oh, out of all the black ones, I'm the one that got picked or something like this. Da 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 da. And then they turn them in, slowly turn them into servants or slaves or serfdom energies here. They will never look at them as equals because of their skin tone or something like this, no matter how much they're saying it. You see what I'm saying? This is what this is. So when that child, but again, somebody could have been also had some chip on your child, and your child was saying some kind of things, and some people could have been, because I heard asylum. I heard asylum. I don't know. Maybe somebody could have put you in one. All right. Somebody could have even escaped an asylum. Okay. Or somebody's trying to get somebody set up for one. This is also something about imaginary friends or something like this. Uh, because somebody, whoever these people is, they need you or me to be they need you or me to be saying it's a fantasy, but whatever this is, it's not a fantasy here. Somebody's trying to put somebody in an asylum or something like this. Like, this is somebody that care about you the most. You better watch out, because this is somebody that'll try to, you know, poison your person in order to your person. Okay, this could be this Empress T444. These could be some reptilians or something too, or some lizard people that want to capture somebody. A lot of these people have had a taste of you, like a apparition of you, or me. They have. This is what. So it's like, if you don't want to mess with those people, stay away from them. You're doing that, but somebody is allotting these people. These could be different species. They found a way for them to all feel like they connected to the Empress. You understand? And so these are apparitions, or these people could come and pick you up and drop you off at these people's doorstep, and have you fancy them or something like this. But this not really you, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, this could be a star. We got stars aligned, and then we got the star energy in reverse here. Okay. Um, with this man, why? Trying to escape a tower for this Ace of Pentacles. So the stars, the fallen stars or the fallen angels want the pentacle. The angels could also be jealous of Jesus in a sense and bullying Jesus. Because like I told you, it's not always how the movie say, and it's always not how the Bible says. So let's see. Okay. Maybe this was the sacrifice for these angels and this empress in reverse with this something here. Yeah, that could be, that girl could be one of these people in one of these other families here. The Ace of Cups. Whoever, somebody was shining bright and they about to lose their Ace of Cups because the Queen of Wands is about to take it from them. Like your group that you built off, that built off your energy could be already scattered. And you have to, if these people come hit you, you have to, you mind your business. They scattered, they got whatever gifts, they've been able to expand or something like this, but they keep coming in fucking with somebody. So it's like the Queen of Wands is about to take away the power from these people. Also, these two people, some people keep messing around and these lovers or something in the some dimension or something. And this something is about to get stripped from these people. The Ace of something's about to get stripped from these people here. Yeah, I'm not in no, and don't put that shit on my name. Don't be putting no graven image on my stuff. Yeah, that's what I said. Somebody's abusing someone here. Somebody is not the heir to whatever this is. So say your say your dad owned an apartment complex or a projects or like a some kind of resort or something like this, and a whole bunch of people live on that resort. Like a group of people that call themselves family live on that resort or something like this. These people been living there for 30 years in these apartments, in this apartment building for 30 fuck. This is like a place where people go live. You know, people don't really move out of there once they get up in there. Okay. Now, somebody could be your sister, but they not the heir to this man that died or this man that left something to me or you. But it's almost like a city under a city is running a city. You get what I'm saying? So these people were tweaked and created and made different and penetrated different and given different gifts because there's something, a city either over or under, is under or over whatever this is, this plant or this neighborhood or this complex or whatever this is. All right. And all these people, like, I don't know. They're not really like hiding themselves. They're hiding because they're not really probably moved away from these places yet that much. They're hiding what you mean to a place. You get what I'm saying? They're hiding what you mean because there were some girls that was more popular. There were some girls that was more popular when they lived there, or some people stayed there, and you got moved when you were little, for whatever reason, and so they feel like they have more claim to something. I feel like this is something like this, something like this. I'm hearing also imagine this could be this black doll girl or something like this too, because okay, they saying something. Imagine living alone and then hearing somebody knock at your door. Now I don't think that somebody's talking about like you just in a decent place and you live alone and somebody knock on your door. It's just like somebody could be trying to scare you. Like the only place for you is this apartment complex that's compromised by like some type of technology or some kind of aliens. And everybody gotta usually they go off and live their life. Maybe it's a good life, maybe it's a rich life, maybe, but they all have to come back to this rinky dink home or complex or something like this at the end, and that's where they end up dying amongst their own people. It doesn't matter how far you go, you will have to go back to that place. You get what I'm saying? It's something like this, but remember, okay, these people denied you or me something here. Now all the people that stuck in this system with this place, they they don't have to be from there. They could have just been, this could be somebody that used to fuck with a bitch that lived there in this city, this town or whatever. They got lured into the town by some pussy messing around or something like this. And then they didn't know that these people was adding them on some kind of roster or something for the future. All right. So these could be the people that's pulling on the energy here. All right. And they don't know that these things are about to get destroyed because they're abuse to the Holy Spirit that can't be forgiven, or they're abuse to other people. All right. Ace of Wands. All right. So yeah, these people that was abusing somebody or something, it's only best for them to lose their power. They could have killed a child here. This is somebody that like took your, they thought you knew the protocol. If you knew the protocol, you might have went knowing your child is there, but nobody told you. So these people could have left your child somewhere by themselves, fending for themselves or something like this. You know how they do in Disney movies? It seems like the child don't have no parents. And in Tom and Jerry, it seemed like they don't have no owner except for that fat black lady. These people was beating on this child or something the same way that they was beating on you or doing something. The attacks are getting stronger. And now we don't know where the fuck this is. Okay. You see what I'm saying? But we got the Ace of Wands here in reverse. Somebody, this divine energy or whoever is sleeping with this is like somebody that the super that owned the projects, but he the manager, but he fucking every bitch in the apartments. And he didn't create a whole damn clan of bitches and kids, and he didn't create a whole colony. So now you go back to this apartment you used to live in or something like this, and it's not even the same. You don't notice that everybody is compromised or everybody is on some type of alert. Everybody is like some festering alien energy or something. And some people could watch one innocent person come move in there, and this town or this complex slowly, an innocent person, they slowly build themselves off their energy, and then they slaughter the person. They gut them. It can be anything from a little child to an adult. But I told you, whoever this is right here, this was like this. Whoever this is right here, these people that was being bullies, or they got this technology, or they got this vibranium or whatever this is, and they went and started abusing somebody, these people is not getting no damn power back. I know that. They could be also abusing animals. All right. This made me think about my brother and them when they used to go take them cats. I noticed a lot of cats is coming around me, around my house lately, stray cats. And that's not even normal for this area. But they keep taking me back to when we was little, and my brother and them. Yeah, the cat in reverse is on top of the thing too. And the Websters or the web, the blacks calling the kettle black. Okay, and the ghost people are in reverse. Okay, so it made me think about when my brother and them used to be bad or whatever in Texas. Now this could be even he was already swapped out by then, but and they used to take cats and put them in the dryer and shit like this at the what do you call it, at the washing machine place. Okay. um at the washing machine place they used to mess around with cats or chase the cats around with something like this. So this could be something about animal brutality or people that have been taken out of human nature. Okay. And some of these men that been having human nature supposedly, I don't know what they drive off of. You about to lose that now. Okay. These fathers that been bullying these children and shit like this, or for whatever reason, or I ain't gonna say bullying children, motherfucker. I said me. All right. I'm different. Obviously, you and all the people you hang out with and work with and created this shit with, you know that I'm different, or else you would have did it. You wouldn't have treated me like I was different. You wouldn't have separated me from like I was different. You wouldn't have thought that I didn't need something like I was different. So that's what we're saying. Okay. So there could be a big person with authority, and these children, they learn some type of abuse or some stealth way to abuse people. And these people must be removed from some type of power here after following this fake empress and this person that's not the heir. So this could be like this Nina and Bye Felicia energy. This could be the forever young version of them that stayed back in those apartments in the Rolling Greens. Okay. And they created some other kind of they created some other kind of networking system. Now, at one point in time, they could be like, "Ooh, I can't wait till the Empress or the Emperor come back, bitch. I'm about to get the Emperor. I'm about to get." It could have been some little cute shit like this, but something is off the fucking charts now, and that's what is going to be handled like the fuck is off the charts. This could be even some people got your daddy or your man bullying you or something like this. The person that you was supposed to pick you or something like this. They could be working through one of these children or something like this, or working through a person in your neighborhood with just a little dog or something. And somebody said the truth is somebody had to go because of something that they did here. This could also be somebody that has been already contaminated by an entity, and this entity slithers out of this person. I think it was a movie called Slither, and it abuses people in the house. You will never detect it, but it does. All right. So It's something about somebody abusing somebody's cat or beating up the cat. Um, this could be a lot of people having sex, running trains on somebody or something like this. And again, we have this person with this vine, or this person that's sleeping with Mommy Wata Tarot, or one of these other head tarot bitches is about to be, they're about to be losing whatever this is. Whatever this power is. It's one of these bitches that's secretly powerful because they don't get to go into heaven. All right? That's what it says in the Bible. All right? This also has something to do with them being under a Ten of Pentacles to perform. So maybe they people put one person, the Empress, under some kind of scrutiny or something like this, and now it's going back at them. Because somebody's saying you could have learned something from this person. Teach a little dog new tricks or something like this. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see. Now, mind you, you might not have been to this place in 30 years, but you could have been in an underground facility around this place recently. Or this could be my small child, 10 and under here. All right, not modeling. So somebody could have wanted to go, somebody could have tried to take you off into modeling around 10 years old because something strange was happening to me at 11. So they was trying to, okay, we were talking about Barbizon modeling school, me and Nina, okay? And we was like, oh, yeah, and they got plus size models because we knew that we wasn't skinny, like skinny, bony. But we thought Barbizon model go up to like size 14. You know, I'm like a size 7 or something, or a size 5, 6. I could probably get up in there, you know, but we got modeling in reverse. Maybe somebody didn't make it out or make it up with the staircase here. Somebody got bludgeoned in the head so that you didn't make it. Ooh. Somebody got bludgeoned in the head so that you didn't make it into a modeling service or something here. No contract. So somebody was not in a contract. So somebody didn't have the right to do something to somebody because they was not in a contract. These are two girls that's like kissing each other or something. Somebody was not in a contract with someone. Judgment is being called on the situation here. Because somebody said that they was able to do something because it was contracted. So whatever they try to send up to the north is going back down to the south. I'm just concerned about this child. Because something's about to hit this Empress in reverse, but it's also about to hit this child. And I'm wondering if they're compromised or they're just trying to harm these people because they are clones of somebody. Because we got 10 of Cups here. If this is a mother and daughter down south, that should not be. I mean, but one of your clones could have got caught and turned into a zombie now. Okay? Somebody could be the last one standing, or like I said, in a sane asylum here, or this is an auntie, or this is somebody that's not the heir that was having this child with them. But you know, it'd be a crazy motherfucker to be like, no, I know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy, but they told me to hold this baby down here, and I didn't want the baby to get hurt. And I was holding on to that little girl because I thought her mom was coming. But you never got the memo of where to meet to get your child back. Somebody is doing this shit over and over again with somebody. Like there could be help ships or something that was helping people go and grab these children back up into safety and put them in some type of orphanage or home, or put them in the infirmary for the queen to go find these kids and put them in the infirmary, whether that was a physical or a mental place, or some type of protection seal on this child as a prisoner of the queen. Somebody is allowing these people to die instead of being taken care of by somebody, and they could be valuable because they're siphoning the knowledge from them. 10 of Cups. They're separating people from their parents in some kind of sense, in a stealth way, to get the information. Some witches, some high priestesses in reverse. So it was a time when I knew I was the Empress, but if somebody said, hey, we found, I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is how this started or whatever. And you don't know the story, but this is how it happened, whatever. And we found one of your children that's whatever they need, would you mind living this type of lifestyle and taking on this and laying low and hiding amongst this, whatever this is. Okay. But it feels like whatever this is was attacked to me. So why would I go back into that same environment even with this child? It seemed like me and this child that outgrew whatever this is, or I have outgrown whatever this is to be around these nature people. No matter how much money they got, think they got, how much wealth, how much they got in stock or whatever they got here, where they can command wins and stuff like this, and tech companies and shit like this to do things to people. It doesn't matter. Because some people would live poor in the projects, acting like they don't got shit, but thou are rich because they're fucking feds or spies. Do you understand what I'm saying? Something got out of hand somewhere, and something is heartbreaking. All right, these witches or these dark witches could be in the reverse here, and they are heartbroken about something. It could be this King of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe they found this man out in the cold 20 years ago, 15 years ago. They thought they knew this person. We all been kicking it with him for this long. But they didn't know he had a life before he stumbled into their neighborhood, or before he got jumped or killed or butchered or something in that neighborhood. They don't know that this person had a job, had a life before them. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, because these people show crafted up the death of this person. Okay. The Queen of Cups. Okay. You can't feel this person no more. I can't feel this person no more. And this could be like your spouse. I feel like this could be your spouse or my spouse as the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's the meaning of this. But whoever this actual physical person, this is a Queen of Cups that's in reverse that work with these people and these other people to set somebody up. There's also a little boy here. Because what did I tell y'all? Even in the place where I live, if a lot of these people are star seeds or children of star seeds and things like this that was growing up around me, that means stars couldn't be that far behind. That means that people from the 70s that were singing and stuff, these is people that's people's grandpas now. We didn't see the fall of these people or the formation of these stars, but that's what the fuck this is. And you're not gonna be telling me what the fuck to do. That's what I said. Yeah, somebody been doing this since they was little. So somebody could be making somebody else the world card energy. These are people that rape their way into your womb, and then they're using these children to build new nations with, and they think that that's healthy. Even if you don't know, yeah, even if you don't know, you can't have this system. You can't have this system. You can't have this system. This is going to be one nation under God energy here. Devil energy in reverse. Okay. Somebody is a Queen of Cups that's doing something, holding somebody hostage here. This is somebody that rallies the people. Somebody that rallies the people. This could be like a sister soldier, love tarot, whatever this is, whatever this is. Somebody, like I said, somebody hang out with the Nation of Islam. And nobody is untouchable, obviously, because you touch God's daughter, which is me, and you touch the Empress, and you touch somebody that you knew was of somebody powerful or something like this. You did it. So, Two of Cups in reverse. Nobody's off limits. Okay? Nobody's off limits. When you put your hands on somebody else, or you put the break, there's no breaks. Nobody is off limits. We got laugh now, cry later. Somebody could even be telling themselves to themselves, but now they looking at their actions and realize what the fuck they was doing. Yeah. To somebody that was balancing out this shit, the truth about cats and dogs or something since they was young. Somebody already put in the work. Like, you talking about shit. This is older than you. This is older than you. So these could be like the old dogs that get in the neighborhood and then be like hunting down coochie all day. Why must I chase the cat? But this is your husband, but this is just an older version of him that had to go into that lifestyle before he exit out the world or something. I don't know. This could be some shit like that. Seven of Swords energy here. They can't steal this, okay? This could also be this child is with a grandma. Instead of growing up with a dad, they could be having this child. They could be trying to regrow me, but I'm growing up with a grandma or something, and they're allowing these people to abuse me right off the jump. Again, with no protection or something like this. Or this could be two people. Okay, it's also giving me this Naisha energy. Somebody started having children at a young age. Like this is like, girl, I had my first baby at like the age of 13. This could be like a Aretha Franklin spell or storyline or something. I had my first baby at 13 or something. Now you could have had a first child at 13, but the way they had to do it would have been different. They would have had to whisk your body away and act like it didn't happen. You understand? Okay. But somebody, this is one of the girls you be like, girl, I don't know. She got like 5 kids. She started having babies when she was like 12, and this is unheard of, to a community of people. But this was the truth, especially for this girl, Naisha, or whatever, that I knew when I was younger. And this could be also somebody that was balancing out other things here. um you had to balance out. You didn't have help, but this is somebody that went on the road. This is like a Bobby Hemmett taking the energy or the information or the intel from this girl and going out and teaching all these people this, but then not teaching it back to this girl. But you didn't even teach it back. You knew that this person was going to need this information. You knew I was going to need this information, and you didn't teach it back to me, so I could be compromised and hurt, so you can go on and be some kind of something here. You understand? Okay. Yeah, there could be something like this. And somebody saying they knew before or something like this. The Wheel of Fortune here is still here. These people can't take something here. And that's why I'm saying at some point in time, I could have decided to do that and be like, hey, this might be fun or whatever, to go back and revisit this or whatever like this or something like this. But like somebody can't afford that, like the rest of these people. Okay. And somebody could have moved something as well. They could have moved these people. Something like this. Some type of foreknowing. Somebody's starting over with two people or something like this. They're not in devil energy. Somebody's starting over again with something here. It's still not godlike, because this is something that need tender care. Why would they have to trick the Empress to get this? These are not legit people. It just ain't right. It's just not right. These is men that's also like, if you be God, bitch, I'm not going to be with you. I could do it how I want to do it. Maybe other people did it some kind of way and was all flossy about it. I don't have to do it like them people. But somebody don't want to be with somebody. Somebody don't want to be with somebody in their full energy here. They don't want to be with somebody in their full energy here. All right, follow them, and they'll be follow them wherever they go. Somebody is saying they did all this too much, and now they saying, "Oh, I knew it. I had a foreknowing that you was gonna do it like this, or you was gonna bop 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 bop." It's like it was only a couple of people that you had to get rid of. You probably tired of these people too. It was only a couple of them that you had to sacrifice. Everybody got to sacrifice something, and you didn't want to do that, and so now all of you could be sacrificed. I'm not going to be like nothing. Wherever you put in my body, you better take it out. I don't want no foreign objects in my body. I don't want none of that shit in my body. Only thing you can put in my body is what the fuck you took out that already God had already put in my body. Yeah. So now they done taught a whole bunch of girls how to be human on earth. That was probably just recently in the dark or something. And now they're saying, oh, you're not a good mother or something like this. Imagine this. These people is just sitting there eating off the floor or doing something like this. Okay. And then in caves or something. And then they watch me all this time And then now they know how to eat like humans and come up here and eat for and do something for real. And then they got the nerves to turn their back on me when, you get what I'm saying, and try to act like I'm not a good or erase my good deeds or something like this. These people is crazy, y'all. Yeah, somebody's getting cut out. It's the end of something. Star energy in reverse. Okay. Yeah, that's what they want to try to teach somebody a lesson. Put somebody in some type of imprisonment here. Ace of Cups. But my stuff that I put on YouTube, just so you know, my own fair use is that my stuff cannot be used in a court of law. That's what you need to know about my shit. My stuff on my channel is creative arts only. And what you should take it as. My shit can't be used in no court of law. It's gonna backfire. I'm telling you, something's about to backfire on these people because they not like me or something like this. The Two of Swords here. We already know it's a setup. If this is people that wait for these girls' gifts to kick in and then sit there and try to find out something that they're saying with their gifts to do something. Like somebody can see what you're doing, silly. And then have people just listen to this person and try to find them say something. We're going to have to get this person this way. And you're going to have to get the fuck on because that ain't what this is over here. Let's get the person that way. Let's get them caught up on their work. I could hear this goofy, laughing, giggly Carmen ending 1010, just giggling and shit all day. Oh, we could get this person here. It's like a joker. I don't like that person. I don't like that person. I'm trying to tell you. I don't. I don't. Oh, I was gone, y'all. I left the thing running. So this could be somebody, again, like a father figure that's getting removed from power, but they feel like they still have the power because these are earthly parents, and the earthly parents don't make the decision for the Christ, or they don't make the decision for Jesus. And now, if they really had the power, I wouldn't even be existing anymore. This is ultra existence that we're talking about, and even some of our parents do not have that. Like they're supposed to be dying out, and then we're supposed to be coming in. Okay, so this is why they're abusing their power and their authority here. It's time for these people. They're weakened. They're a lot weaker than us. Something like this, mentally, physically, they're weakened. The heart that they carry by carrying these demons is weakened. Do you see what I'm saying? These could be people that had like cancer, diabetes, illnesses for a very long time. And they don't understand they're damaging themselves by holding on to these people, and they're damaging other people by holding on to these people. So people are like, oh, this person is prettier than you or something, and the bitch ain't me. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to hold on to my title, and nobody's going to remove it. It's a lot of bitches that look better than me. Billions, trillions of women that look better than me. You see? That has nothing to do with this. Has nothing to do with this. There's gazillions of women that look better than me. That's not the point. That's why I'm saying these are men that are only worried about the flesh, or they're only worried about something like that. They have 100 pretty women that they're fucking. What is your problem? It's never enough. It's never enough. There's something deeper with these people, like some type of illness, some type of abuse. There's something. They don't even really like women. They like men. They don't like women. They like little girls. It's something very abnormal or unnatural about these particular people. They might even keep on glitching the system so they can bring back children, girls that are little, so they can raise these girls and then find a woman. But it's something abuse. There's an abusive nature to it, and it must be brought to an end. These are people that like to keep on, and then they're grooming these girls, and then these girls go out in the world and they don't have no self, something about themselves. Now they'll talk about some of us that they had to fool us into a comforting life with a man or something, and kept us with the same man and kept us trapped, and we didn't realize it was a trap. But then there's other people out here that keep going into these situations or going into these traps, or they create them for other people, and they're going to fall right into the pit themselves. Yeah, because I see what you're doing now. Okay. This is somebody that wants you to exist without you knowing that you are existing. So I've been in existence knowing I'm existing, but somebody has created me over and over again to act like I'm existing so they can steal from me over and over. It's like a tree of whatever I am. As long as I'm on this earth, I'm supposed to be abundant. Whatever this is going to stop now. It's going to stop now because it's harming our entire nation. Our entire nation. It's harming that they want to keep. They want to try to say somebody ain't worth nothing, so they can keep access to my mind, so they can keep building off of it. You're cut off, and anything that's like me, you're getting cut off. It doesn't matter because we don't belong. I don't look at myself belonging to man. I believe that I belong to God or myself. I don't belong to these people. This could be somebody that keep on like redoing this, and then they took like their girlfriend's daughter and made it their daughter too by splicing the energy, because they always wanted their daughter, their girlfriend's daughter, to be their daughter too, because it's some kind of gift that they possessed. And this is somebody that will go against their own child. And there's common sense. There's common sense when it comes to this. Because whoever this father is, they were never with me because they couldn't face me as God. So this father wasn't even with me. So they didn't have no choice but to take the lesser breed. And now you're getting out of there. This feather figure or this model or this version of this father, you're done for. Everything that you built is getting torn down. This is another thing that the Christ was supposed to do in esoteric writing, is rip down everything that this father created. It doesn't matter how they feel about the person or the thing. It's not more important than what God created. And that's what I'm saying. And again, remember, I didn't go digging and hunting down these people and trying to bring them back into a realm that they was kicked out of or rejected from. They came looking for me. You see what I'm saying? So stop messing with people. I guarantee you, even all this time right here for the past 10 years that they had my life in reverse, you are working heavily off of building stuff off of this energy or somebody else's energy. And somebody is just mad because you're caught. But it's supposed to work this way to free people. This is the way it's supposed to work, to free people. And this is not even going to be a sacrifice where the person dies. That's what I'm saying. I'm not doing anything these people want me to do because you're not the ones in charge. We're going to keep on talking. The Empress has a mouthpiece and she uses it for a reason. And they can keep on going what they're going with, but you just looking stupid because at first the Empress couldn't say nothing to protect herself. She didn't know anything about what these people are doing. And now that we can see you, we can point out what you're doing. And you know you embarrassed, whoever these people are. There ain't no place that God made for me that somebody else can take. You understand? Or you, whoever you think, whoever this is that thinks the same way. These are men. God is not a man, the author of confusion, or somebody that lies about what you're going to be when you grow up, or when you were little and you were communicating with God and God was showing you certain things that maybe other people was being shown to, or maybe they wasn't. Because I was hearing that mere men, like God is not worried about mere men, but if God is on earth as Jesus, Jesus is concerned about lost and turned out and harmed children and sick people and mentally ill people that's calling other people mentally ill, but they need to be put away themselves. All right? They need to be put away themselves. And God didn't never tell me nothing about, oh, if somebody smoked tobacco, they can't go to heaven or they can't be the boss or something like this. So I'm not thinking about what these people are talking about. And you're not trying to tell me that somebody's a vampire because they remember. See, they're calling us vampires because we can remember for the past 20 years or something, or the past 30 years. But whatever these people are using knowledge in today's society from that long ago to try to control the narrative, that is vampiric activity. Okay? You see? That's that. So you can't help what you are. And that's why we have freedom of speech. Because why are you abusing somebody or something because of what they're saying? We're not on no damn, well, I'm not on no damn plantation for you to use in that manner. Somebody's also trying to trick somebody to stay on earth or something like this and handle something that they should be handling themselves. If you're going to do all this stuff like this, then eliminate or like dismantle your stuff. Don't leave your stuff here like that, because they were never supposed to have this power and authority or this whatever this is in the first place. You're going to have to dismantle that, or it's going to get dismantled. You're going to have to discipline, spare the rod, spoil the child. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. So if you don't get to your children or something at a certain age, they're going to be a problem in society. And then the police and other people are going to have to handle them. I never thought that innocent people that's minding their business at home would be abused in this manner. until you do become violent or you do say things straight to the forward, and then people get mad about it. These are simple things that people know about. I think even to get citizenship, you got to know about the Constitution, or you got to write something or something like this. So there's no excuse, actually. There's really no excuse. 30 years of a people hiding a secret about somebody that has work to do on this. You don't care nothing about this nation. You was waiting for it to crumble. So you thought that we was going to have to scrape it up by any means or something like this. All right. And hopefully that's not going to happen. This could also be somebody that don't want to fall for you because they somebody didn't want to fall for you because they know they need to stay high and look low. Okay. Could have been a dynamic duo. I'm telling you, it's some things that these people did that's so horrendous in the past. They're like, oh, but I'm good now. I've repented. But you can't repent when it comes to the Holy Spirit. If you damage this person so much, or you try to, or the damage can just be as knowledge is coming in to me or you to do good things on this earth, somebody was knocking it out of your hand because they didn't want you to be the one to bring this forward. All right. This could also be somebody in the town, like somebody in the town they're saying is loyal to you. I don't know who this is, okay? You know what I'm saying? They could be torn between the way things were, torn the way that things were, and how it's about to be, or scared of change. That's what a lot of these people is really saying with this behavior, is that they're afraid of change. And some of us didn't get to, we didn't get to choose. We got highlights. Somebody can have orange highlights in their hair. This could also be another version of me that was taken and changed or altered. Okay. I feel like that's one of my clones, like recently, within the past 10 to 5 years or something like this, that they put through a transformation. And somebody could like that version, actually, or maybe they don't. I don't know. But the thing is, I don't want to stay. I want to go home. I don't want to stay. This is not your information. This is God's information. I'm not disclosing nothing. This is God's. Like, who do you think you are? It's been written over and over again. Are you reading the same text that I'm reading? Catch up. This could be even somebody else's daddy. It don't have to be your daddy. It doesn't have to be my daddy. All right. I also heard blue bills. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Okay, so I'm hearing blue bills, or somebody could be adopting another child and saying that you're not their child or something like this. Okay. Now this is a shame because I feel like somebody looks just like their father or their mother. But this person is always going to choose somebody else other than you. That's why God sent Jesus to go ahead and eliminate all this shit, because you see what I'm saying? Oh, so somebody could have also took somebody and turned them into a boy. They're trying to hide the fact, or they're trying to, maybe somebody's humiliated by the way that this information got to come out, but they think you're not humiliated by the way that they tried to sabotage somebody in the dark. Okay. Um, so these are people that will find the version of me that's the original one, that's a copy of, like, that is my dad's daughter, and kill that person, and then put another version of me that's stronger with another set of DNA, to try to act like that's not the child. That's just crazy. But again, this is how God handling people, because this is the child that's stuck by you, that's not using you, that's trying to, not trying to manipulate you, not trying to do something, not trying to manipulate you to steal from you. They may not talk to you, but they do care about you the most for you, not for what you could do for them. You see what I'm saying? And this is when somebody could be shamefaced. Somebody might be shamefaced by their behavior, because a lot of these people are being controlled by witches, or they've been compromised in some kind of sense already, like from the 90s, where they're already skinwalkers, or they're already doing other things. They're not just centrally taking the narrow path of just being a child of God and going through the narrow path. They're doing everything else under the sun. And remember what I said, this is under the sun. So the sun don't have to talk about it to be aware of it. The sun don't have to bring light to it to destroy it, or to whatever this is. So it's who's the active sun at the time that is rising. Do you get what I'm saying? Somebody don't want to let go of their power. And it's the only reason why is because they're trying to preserve demons. And I'm sitting here trying to get these demons out the way so I can preserve children and innocence. So you are what you produce. So you see what I'm saying? Somebody's a troublemaker, manipulator of something. Somebody is innocent. They're trying to protect innocence, or they're going towards that. That's who they would want to be around. You know, they're not going to want to be in uncomfortable situations, things like this. They want to breed and be around that which is them. Like I told y'all, if you got to hide everything that you're doing, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Also, somebody could be acting like they are somebody could be acting like they're like a pastor or something, but they didn't get the authority to do so. So somebody could be marrying people, but the marriages are not legit because the person is not like ordained or something here. Okay. Somebody's not ordained to do something. All right. Mm, I don't even want to look at these. Let's pick a couple of these to look at really quick. Okay. All right. Somebody could be a jealous spiritual hater. This could also be people that have seen your father, a father figure, or a public society member, or a public member or something like this, forcibly try to strip somebody of their intelligence to make them seem like they're not worthy or fit for something. But this is like somebody that been right next to the boss. So this could be somebody that's like, I got my children, I take care of mine. But whatever they did with your circuit board, they ruin your communication through your children. And that's all you've been doing is trying to heal the children or do something like this. Okay. While this person was looking for somebody with a big ass or a bigger ass than you, you've been trying to find out what happened with these children. You understand? Because they could speak to you in another way. They disconnected from you, but they can still feel you or something like this. I don't know. All right. The spiritual hater could have been digging up dirt on you. Why does this song keep coming on? Jolene, jealous, Jolene. This could also be this boss bitch is bringing bad karma even to this karma energy. All right. The way you got them is the reason why you're going to lose them. I don't know if I said that. The way that you got them is the reason why you're going to lose them. Okay. So somebody is not a child neglect person and somebody is a player. They too kept playing around with too many people or something like this. And somebody else, yeah, somebody's trying to get this child or put you with this child or something like this, or give you something of the child. I don't know. This could also be even with a struggle. Like this is somebody that give away all their money. If say they have finances because of you or this child, or they had a lot of abundance, they will give away all that abundance to give you the child back to make you have to be on food stamps. So something went wrong. There's something about a curse on some family or something, maybe, where these people have to go into, somebody's used to putting these people in the projects, but they found somebody that is in this boss bitch mentality that nah, this is about legacy, baby. If I'm about to be stuck with a kid, it's going to be in luxury, in legs, look, legacy and luxury. You understand? Somebody could have tricked tricked these people or something like this to take some other kind of. But I put too much in. You get what I'm saying? I put too much in, baby. We ain't doing none of that. You're not moving me nowhere. You're not changing my clothes. You can't have my clothes. You can't touch my garment. None of that. Motherfucker moving different. This could be people that was also in love, or they try to get these people in love with an energy or something like this, so that they be like, yes, I don't, whatever it is, just as long as I'm with you, bitch. No, we can't afford that in this motherfucking season. That's real boss moves. Because a lot of these women, they don't want to admit that they did get tricked, or that this was a struggle, or they fight. This why they knock a bitch out because of what you have. But it's just a straight laced motherfucking mindset. Period. That's why I said they've been scared to let somebody out the box to fight for their own life. Hold on, y'all, because that big old gap, I thought I was not recording anymore. We're going to go ahead and do this video on the next. No, we're not. Let's just keep it moving. No matter what people doing to stop us from speaking, may you blind the eyes of these people. Okay? When it comes to children, I don't play around. So you can go ahead and take the lives of these people that feel like they can take the lives or the livelihoods or the thoughts or the minds or the mental of these children. Because it's the only way that you've been able to gain so much to win is you had harmed children, or you took something from children you should never took. And maybe these people think that this is the way it is, but it's not supposed to be this way, is what I'm hearing. Somebody lied to them. This is like somebody added that little clause in there not that long ago, so that they can do something this way. And the person is being sneaky. And this is not a clause that's supposed to be in there. It defeats the whole purpose. Something defeats the whole purpose. Not just be ready when all this little outside, inside stuff is done. And we can get to some kind of, because they want you to take anything. You just want something that's normal. You know how people kept saying after COVID, I just want to get back to normal. I just want to get, and we was like, it ain't never going to be normal. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want to get back to feeling like their feet is on the ground. And so they'll take anything that get me out of this contraption. That's what that thing used to call at Great America, the floor drop. When you be on there, you be like, I don't even care why I chose to get on this ride. Nothing like this. Just, oh my goodness, will it stop? That's how it was when I first got on there. Will it stop? So somebody wants you to take. To like have you in a situation like this here. Yeah, this spiritual hater hates on your spirituality, your light, and your magic, and your power. So this could have been the baby of somebody the whole time. while you was away, or while you was in higher learning, or you was in a different area, or you was going through cyber trafficking, whatever you was doing, you was separated from these people. And now somebody back on the scene, and somebody like, wait, I've been a baby to be able to get what I want. But again, remember, this is like a low, this is like a stealth, maybe low frequency, um, been able to go without being unseen, can shake up things in people's life. They're confident in shaking up things in people's life, forcing um, forcing someone's hand, forcing a narrative on people that's not there. These are people that's micromanaging or playing God in somebody's life. Now we got the chariot in reverse here with the spiritual hater. This person could be sneaking out on a chariot at night, like that bitch said that online. I'm about to go stick this person in the eye with a needle, or I'm gonna put a chip in this person. Oh, they said we're not gonna be able to spy on this person. I'm gonna still do it. Like somebody's like overstepping some kind of boundaries here. If somebody gonna try to walk away from you or punish you or condemn you or say you can't have something because you fighting for yourself, this is also somebody that might not be afraid. They might not be aware of what's going on in their sector, that they didn't discipline these children or these wolves at a young age, and that they are out here doing some of these things that people are saying are doing about them. All right. Let's see. The peace. So somebody is a spiritual hater, and they're going out on the chariot in reverse, and they're doing something to someone. Somebody is okay with people being brilliant, that they feel like they had something to do with their brilliance. You get what I'm saying? If they didn't have nothing to do with your brilliance, if God has something to do with your brilliance, they don't want to give God the glory. That's what this is. Even if I'm God on earth or a living water and these people drink from my fountain to be great, they don't want to worship that or recognize that or pay that. They want to pay the shit that don't pay them. But these is people that'll tell you, pay attention to the business that pays you. Well, bitch, I should be paying attention to this boss bitch right now. You understand? I should be paying attention to this person because this is what put me on. You got what I'm saying? Yeah, too real. That's what we do over here. And can't do nothing else. Fuck, you want somebody to play? Yeah, we got contentment. All right, 9 of Cups. Contentment. Let's put this to the side. Excuse me, see something real quick here. Like, I don't know. And that's what I said. These people they got the wrong system to sit there and watch somebody without saying nothing, all this time. That's weird. That's foreign. To sit there and watch somebody from a distance and think, I love that person or something, and you don't really know the truth. Also, somebody wanted to, they stretched this out so long to force themselves not to like you. Somebody to force and stretch something so long, there was no other alternative but for somebody to just snap the cord here. So again, we got frustration. Um, so yeah, somebody might not be. Oh, somebody wants you or me to be frustrated about a situation. It's like you got all this power. You didn't send one message with the clear message. You don't got one messenger with the clear message. This is like a man that's supposed to be sending messages to women to save their lives. But he just want to still use this messenger like a mommy Watson energy to express his feelings because he can't do it the right way. If you got a conduit like that was built this way or constructed off of my energy that way, you should be using that energy for so much more in the public as somebody that's showing their works at a time when the world needs it. Why would you be hiding it? Why would you be hiding it? So then I'm gonna strip the energy, or we're gonna go ahead and destroy it. Why would we need people out here that's doing the actual thing? Why would the fuck would God send Jesus here to just hide the fact? Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You working for the devil. You working for a nigga that's the devil himself and calling yourself a queen of cups. Somebody that just probably just only want to sit there and talk about themselves. Somebody's conceited or something. Somebody's self-servant. It's everything that they're creating around them, they want it to only serve them. We got the Eight of Pentacles and the Sage of Swords. Somebody could be looking to you. A Sage of Swords could be looking to someone. Page of Swords, Sage of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and they could be building in a righteous way. Okay, this is what somebody could be saying. They want to build something maybe to help children or something like this for real. Okay, not like, ooh, we can help these children and we can take advantage of them at the same time. But this might be somebody that wants to end a cycle of some type of pain and something. Yeah, improvement to children forced to bleed or traumatizing or something here. So somebody, this could be something growing here where some people is not actually hating a parent or something like this. Okay. Well, that's a nice thing. That's a nice thing. Hold on. The newspaper. So somebody's reading the newspaper directly. Again, I was when they go through these resets, some of the people's mind is distorted. Also, you could tell who is supposed to be going into some leadership roles by how they're talking when the masses is acting like you talking in a strange language. We talking in real layman's terms. Who is not understanding layman terms about what we're talking about in the chat. Now, some of y'all might not be able to follow me when I start saying this entity is attached to this person, and it's just like them fish that I seen those boys fishing in the ocean. And I didn't know that you could have a fish wire with like 5 hooks on it and put it deep down in the ocean. And then when they was pulling up, they was like, ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was like 6 fish on one line. I'm like, damn, that's smart. We came a long way, you know what I'm saying, from just the one little, you know what I'm saying, to like the 5 fish. So it's like, damn, I was about to make something like about that. Oh my goodness, it was about to be an important point about that. I don't know. Now I'm upset. Now I'm upset. Because in the instance, somebody that's trying to, eat these fish, that's a good thing. But for the fish, it's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? My eye is bothering me. And there could be something that's like between there's always been these people on the balcony and these people. And no, they always looked at something some kind of way. But it's like somebody like, nah, this person must be something else. They could be lost in the sauce. Why? Or this is like, in some of them situations where, a prison guard or something fall in love with the prisoner. But there's no way that you can convince me that I'm in any type of prison. And you can't imprison somebody by how they think, especially when you're forcing and you're putting a hook in them and dragging them out to speak. You're forcing a type of abuse or something on a person and then forcing what they think about the abuse and using them for some kind of way and then trying to imprison them off of what they think about the abuse. Or is anybody else experiencing this abuse? Do you understand? That's insanity. It's not the way we do things here in America. Now there could be some residue left over from the I don't know why I'm getting Walking Dead prison, the prison system. So with Herschel and them, so we could be in a Herschel and them. We could be in Walking Dead like Herschel and them. That was funny because I was starting to watch Black Panther for the first time. I only got like 30 minutes into it, but it was something she was saying at that council meeting. And I'm like, that shit is directly about the Bible. That shit is exactly what we were saying on this channel yesterday. when she started talking about the vibranium or whatever, and your councils and your men are coming doing all this stuff. But I caught these people. It's not them people doing it no more. These people got, it may not be advanced they showing us on the movie, but these people have advancements. They're being able to cloak themselves and hide themselves behind these hidden advancements or something that they have created here off of somebody's energy or essence, or off of my energy or essence here. So somebody took everybody else but their own daughter, and they want to be respected as a god, or say I'm disrespectful because I'm telling the truth, and now I'm frustrated to a certain extent, or actually not frustrated, but I'm demanding that something is going to change because God is directly speaking to me saying you have a part. It don't have to be with them, but they're going to give you what's supposed to be due to you so that you can go do what you need to do, just like they were able to build this. Okay, that's that. Because the way that these people did it was wicked. They didn't even have to come at me like this or whatever this is here. There was a different, because that, oh, that's all I was gonna say. It's weird if you it's like catching, throwing your net out or something like this, and then saying something on your channel, and I know these neighbors is watching, and then you sitting back and the net is out, and then one bit on it, you could tell by the chain reaction, even if they're not all acting the same, about how this person is acting today, how that person is acting today, how this is being today, how that's being today. When I was about to turn onto the main street right there, the police was just parked right there. I'm like, that's a weird place for the police to park, because if you pull out on the street right here, there's 2 lanes, but there's also you know, a little part that's got like the painted, like, okay, there's the 2 lanes. Excuse me. Excuse me. There's the 2 lanes, and then there's like a little part right here for people that's not going straight up this way. There's a little slight turn. So there's a little space right here that got like, you're not supposed to park there. Um, it's got like paint on the ground like this, so that if you're not going straight at the light, you can veer off to a slight right and get on the other road right here. And there's a police officer just sitting there. And I was about to go, and my daughter was like, go, give me some food or something like this. Go give me some food or whatever. And so, okay, go give me some food. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Why are you pressing me so fast to go right now? You just came in here out of nowhere. And when I was leaving out of the neighborhood, out of the subdivision, whatever you call this, out of the neighborhood, going onto the main street, when I was about to turn left, I was going to have to turn, but the police was sitting in that part. Okay. The police was sitting there. It's like, it was almost like an intimidation thing. So, it's, well, the way he was parked right there, um, I was gonna turn down that way, but the way he was parked right there, that's the part that when people ain't gonna go straight, I usually just go jump over, and jump over to that thing. But since he was parked there, it's almost like intimidation, like, oh, you about to turn this way, ain't you? And I'm sitting right here. And then I'm like, well, I can't go over there now because you sitting in the side thing. I was not gonna go straight. I was gonna go boop boop and go into that little thing and take that slight right. So you parked right there blocking that. So I really can't even go, I can't even pull out that way probably. So I just went straight ahead. And when I went straight ahead, I went right across the street this way, right? Because I could go through there and take the light and go back around and go where I needed to go. But as soon as I crossed the street and went in there, then he pulled off. So it's like, oh, all right. But this could also be, you never know what people's intentions is. This could also be the police in the upright form. And somebody was sitting there because they knew that somebody was going to try to ram into you or something like this, right? So that they could have got a preconceived notion that there was going to be some shit going down at that time, right there at that light. And this person could have, you see what I'm saying? This person could have been right there just in case somebody was going to try something, you know. I guess you will never know until it's too late. All right. So, but it's almost like that though. It's like having 5 on a hook, and then there's a tarot reader that will line something up to show this people's alignment or something like this. All right, because just because somebody love you don't mean the people that's acting like they love you and support you, those could be your stalkers. That could be the like Somebody's trying to leave somebody with like a Britney Spears body. You know, as long as her body is keeping her in the mosh pit and keeping her up, it'll be important. But, you know, at the end, you know, I don't know if those same people is there to support the person. Okay. And I don't want that body either. I want my original body. And it's just a shame because I feel like these men be killing these women, or these groups or whatever, these secret groups be killing these women and taking their body and then acting like they somebody. Are you really that somebody? All right. Because again, I'm telling you, this group don't invite you in that strong unless they have compromised you at some point in time. So some of these people went through it. They shut their mouth. They got captured by these people. They got raped up by these people. They healed around these people. Now they free around these people, or now they just, you know, they're bound or trauma bond to them. And so, or they brainwashed. They don't even know that these is their abusers that they calling their best buddies and stuff like that, because they feel like they got a structured system. But these people are trying to tell you something, but you around the person that had something to do with your murder. If you on the other side or you crossed over, you are around somebody. Some of us could be around the person that did this to us and we don't know it. We don't know that this in a past lifetime or in this lifetime or at some point in time that this person killed you. This is like also somebody giving somebody the breath. And I was thinking with my eye like this, somebody's trying to do that. Oh, we're together, so happy together. I can't be with somebody else, but whatever you. But again, this could be somebody that you're not even, I don't know who this is for whatever situation, but this is somebody that you're not even, you might not even be engaging with this person. I don't know. I really don't know. I hate that I offend people on this channel, but I'm not really sure who we're talking about. I'm really being honest here. That's why I said I'm not anchored into something. I'm not anchored into something that is to manipulate you or Jones you or, you know, josh you around or try to get you to take my lead or to follow me like a pastor would do. That's not. So I feel like people are panicking because, like, wait a minute, we know the game. And then usually the people choose like, oh nigga, you ain't no real pastor, you a city slicker, or you could fool the people for a long time. But they say you can fool the people, some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Somebody can be used to fooling all the people all the time. This could also be some kind of abandonment ritual or something too. Excuse me, with the Potter's house energy being like the light of something, but really these are the people that left this mess or something like this behind. They left this mess here or something like this behind for other people to clean up, while the people like mums the word or whatever. Like somebody's like, don't trip. You telling on us and you talking all that shit about your family. You moving too fast or something. You're not supposed to. But I can look in the eyes of these people, and I've seen people that went to school with me and everything, and I see that they're in a different caliber or they're in something. You know, it's a strange ass feeling. What would I be waiting for if I'm choosing and I said, hey, oh, the first should be the last? No, 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 no. Excuse me. The first or this me should be the first. This first time, first now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to wait until the last. You see? I'm not waiting for it. I demand my stuff. This is my party. I can cry how I want to. You know, that's the thing. A closed mouth. So somebody is trying to find my formula, have me go through the process, find my formula, and then use this as a new formula to feed a new nation of these people that's not even supposed to have access to this through the thing. So if Jesus came to prophesy, what you saying? Oh, you shouldn't even come and said nothing. This is what somebody's supposed to be doing. No, but what you was not supposed to be doing is the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not kill, steal, covet, these things and these things. And so it's not the fact that I said something about, if I could say I own a mansion somewhere in America and it's the biggest mansion in the world and that's where I'm moving next year. And if you take the time out your day to find out, let me Google what's the biggest mansions in the world. Oh, I found this mansion. You know what? With my gifts, I knew exactly which one it is. I found out who owned it. I went back. This is in a family tree. This is the house this person go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna destroy the paperwork, or I'm gonna make sure this person never figure it out. I'm gonna remove this house from the internet, or I'm gonna remove it from the files or something. So when this person's, they're gonna be looking for this house forever. They're never gonna find it. Now somebody could do that. Like, no, there's so many people that died. I hate sending people into that house because they always die. With this one, I don't want them to go into that house because they're gonna die there. I already seen it. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can have that reasoning for going ahead and destroying this house before you get it. You see what I'm saying? Okay, but there could be somebody that's just envious and hateful, and they just did that so that they could see you struggle, and they could see you, they knew that you was going to get kicked out of some place, and they didn't want you to be prepared, or they didn't want you to have anywhere to go. Okay, so it's what about people's intentions? Your works are also your intentions. With your if you have an ulterior motive, how can I come out here and do this reading to make this man sound like a great man, even though I know, because I don't like that bitch and I want her with him. So let me spin it the way, the anchors about this man is riddled inside of my message. You understand? Okay? Somebody could have also took somebody's breath. Like your husband could have been around when one of my clones or something died and they took the breath, or they took my breath. And it's like that person could have tried to flee. They could have even been taken, or these people took this person from being available to me and made it a bit available to that person. And I don't want my energy with that person. And none of this stuff is really permanent. These people have a mass of people talking the same way in tarot to make you think, oh, because these commitments is not blah blah blah. No, you chose wrong then. Because I feel like if you have the right to know what you wrapped up in, you know, the things that are seen and unseen that you wrapped up in, and be able to get yourself out of these things. Nobody has the right to take away your free will to find out what's going on, what's holding you back, to do your own work on your own self. Like, come on, man. Somebody got a problem. Okay. A princess of sword. Somebody is not supposed to be digging up on dirt on somebody, like I was just saying, but I feel like they still doing this. I feel like this is not a brown-skinned woman, though. This could be a Caucasian woman. Somebody feel like you ruined something for their child, and now they want to get even. Also, like I said, Charles is not Charles over there either. They're acting like, ooh, I feel so much brand new. That's not them. Charles and them, there's a code or something where the queen can fire or get rid of certain people out of the royal family here. If a queen find out in this age, if she find out her husband was murdering her, she could get rid of this person here. That's just the bottom line. And I know that Charles is not the Charles. I know that Charles already passed away too. And y'all gonna wait another year, and then you're gonna say Charles passed away. So the crown is already mine. You want me to say it so that I can get in jail or something like this. It don't work like that, baby. Not at this time. It doesn't. All right. So this person is the seeker of swords. So this bad karma energy, this could also be somebody going to get these swords from these people that never should have had them in the first place. But the boss bitch, something is being seen in a different light, because like, that bitch flipped that money, or them drugs, or that bitch did this or that, or something like this, or she's got a whole organization, or look, she's got a number, she's making money off of what she's doing. That's a boss bitch, but it really ain't. It's bad karma. If you knew the souls of some of these people, you might not even want them doing no readings for you. You know what I'm saying? persistence, seven of pentacle. There could be a player here that want to pass the ball to you. Somebody maybe they want you to be like a fountain energy, or this person used to be the mountainous energy or hold the biggest title, or this person used to be the fountain, or something, like somebody's trying to pass the ball to you. And this could be an athlete energy here. This could also be something about the NBA or something being a large part of some kind of growth and development of a certain group of people. But I also feel like, I don't know, somebody trying to trick somebody to go through a transformation, or again, this could be also something about the WNBA. Mm, um, it's something, somebody wants something physical, and I'm still on mental. Yeah. See, because I don't know what that is that just fell. Persistent. Somebody was not being persistent, or I don't know what this is. But we got the Ace of Swords here with the truth in reverse. Because I feel like somebody's saying that somebody's a player, but they may not be. Like, I don't know what this is. Right? With that persistence in the reverse. I don't know. I'm getting tired, y'all. You can hear the grogginess in my... Yeah, we got the juice. Somebody's seeing something here. This could also be somebody that put children in other sectors where you won't be in the arena. You may don't fit in for maybe you do fit in for like a basketball mom. Okay. Or this is like the sector. Somebody trying to bring somebody back like as like a player's mom thing. This could also be somebody that is, this don't even have to do with sports. Somebody could be in the game of creating secret sport. Okay. Something about the juice here. Somebody saying somebody else got the juice, but somebody saying that you got the juice. I don't know what this is. Or somebody want to pass you the juice, but you already was the juice. You already did the juice. So somebody want to see you do the juice again, but maybe with a different sector of men or people. I don't know. Okay. Because somebody got left behind. Somebody that wasn't counted amongst the number of something. You just weren't. It's almost like somebody knew that you were different. I tell you, I used to always say, "Yep, after this baby, God done gave me this stomach for a reason, because He knew I've been out here." But I joke around about that. Okay, um, the stomach in the regular life is not a thing that people hear me talk about my stomach or something, but I feel like there's more something that goes into this. It's not actually, because I know how to pick clothes that don't make my stomach, and I look actually nice, I think, in them. Sometimes when I can afford to really take my time and purchase clothes that fit on my body a certain type of way where it looks still nice and flattering. Okay. But it's not, I feel like now that I see the world different, it's not the stomach being a problem. Like, oh, I'm depressed. I don't like my stomach. I'm ugly. It's never stopped me from going out, getting dressed, looking nice or anything before when I was putting my time into doing that. Um, I feel like the hurt comes from me. Okay. And I don't know why I was about to get choked up a little bit, but I'm really not. It's because it's like a stench of ruin. Like somebody wanted to ruin me like that or something. And then they ain't even, and now it's somebody trying to do something to my arm or something, or do my something to my leg or something like this, trying to handicap me or something. This could also be somebody wants me to be the mammy or the grandma or something, and I'm not ready for that. I feel like I got a long life. I feel like I never got out of the bubble, and somebody can't bust my bubble, so they're gonna try to transform me while I'm in the bubble. But you got to get out the bubble and experience life in order to be, you know. Um, but it's the point of the pain comes in for me. It ain't even about the physicality of the stomach. Back when I used to want a tummy tuck, or when I saved up that money at the house, I started doing daycare. I went through the process, CPR. I went through the government, got all the stuff I needed, and I started my daycare at my when I lived in my dad's house that we rented, the Metro house, the Metropolitan house. And so I started the daycare there. I went through the process, the state, got the food program, everything. And then I was babysitting and I had saved up like $4,000, right? So I didn't really have. I was still only getting like $50 a week from my husband. This was early in the marriage. It was $75 or something like this to get deodorant and shit. Like he bought everything else, but that was just my money to spend and put gas in my car or something, whatever. And this was like 20 something years ago, and I had the daycare. It was going good, or whatever like this. And then all of a sudden we were moving, and so but we didn't move in Illinois. I could have kept all my stuff if we found another house that we can move to in Illinois. But I feel like at the time, it's a little bit hurtful to me because I feel like at the time, this is a little side note. Um, I feel like we should have, stayed in Illinois and tried to find another house to rent. Um, or I don't know what the real reason is why we were moving from that. I can't remember why we were moving from the house in the first place. Um, you might have been time for us to find. I can't remember. So this could be brainwashed for me. I don't know. I don't really know why we were moving. We were paying the bills on time and everything. And can't remember why we were moving from that house. This could also be Wakanda energy. It made me think about that movie when all those people were jumping ship. They just started jumping off, jumping off, jumping off. And it was what these aquatic or the sirens were doing. Now that what I'm saying right here, because I keep on wondering, why did we leave? Because that was going good. I was in town. I knew a lot of people from school. I knew people that trusted me with their children. Everybody wanted me to babysit their kid. If I was going to be babysitting, everybody wanted me to babysit their children. So I got all the protocol and everything like this. And then I was like, you know what? That's okay. If we find a house in Wisconsin or whatever, I'll just transfer my stuff over. But once I started to have to put my children through school and everything, I'm like, and then we didn't have an egress window. I wanted to do it in the basement and build the basement into a daycare if I was going to do it, but we couldn't afford the $7,000, $3,000 or whatever ever to get the egress window. So I just was like, forget it. I just left daycare behind in Illinois. You know what I think? I think I'm going to start um, after like 5 years of being in Kenosha, I was like, I think I want to open up a store. Let's try that next. So I didn't go back to the daycare. I said, if I have this much money. But the point we were talking about was I saved up. I said, I'm about to do this daycare. I'm about to save up some money because my stomach always gets in my way with shaving my legs, shit like this. So I'm like, I'm going to save up this money and I'm going to give me a tummy tuck. And life is going to be a little bit easier for me to move around. And I think I had just lost a lot of weight. I started working out, riding a bike, doing Taibo and shit like this, Billy Blanks. And I started and I had lost some weight and everything, but I still had this stomach or whatever. Okay. And when we moved to Wisconsin, I had the $4,000, $5,000. And I'm like, this enough at least for a start to get a tummy tuck or whatever like this. And when we moved there, and then my person's like, oh, I gotta get this, I gotta get these furniture or whatever like this. And then I don't know how it ended up being where I was like, okay, well, we need to get this place fixed up so we can have a decent house or something like this. And I was like, well, you could just, I guess we could maybe just, it was hard, but I was like, I guess we could just maybe use the money. Cause we was like, we got the house, now what? Money was decent, money was coming in. The house wasn't no expensive old house or nothing like this. But that's what I kind of think, like, cause we kind of had it like that. So why wasn't my person able to, we even had lots of savings already at that point. So I was thinking, why was the person acting like it was a big thing to buy the furniture for this house? It's almost like one nigga went out and one came in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or like one version of this person came out and one came in. It's like, why all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Why all of a sudden? And then why do these men or the outsiders or the family or the watchers or the people? So we got to break the bit. We got to burn the wreath of the watchers or something like this. They're trying to keep me trapped here for something because of the world card energy. Because, you know, why do that feel like that? And so it was like, okay, we could use some of this money. And then when I got excited about house making or whatever, and then I needed my children to have beds and stuff like this, or the children, okay, then it kind of like my money got put in there and dwindled down into the putting up of the house, basically. Now somebody say you shouldn't have did that, you should have kept that money. But what, my kids gonna sleep on the floor? I felt like the person already put, got the house, put the down payment, everything. That was the first time I seen him spend that much money in one time. We were still young when we bought that first house. Um, and so I was like, maybe I'm being selfish or something like this. Maybe I should just offer up my money. And so later on, when I opened up that store, it was kind of like somebody giving me a little bit of the money left because if I wouldn't have had to buy that furniture, we were more stable at that time. And if I didn't have to buy that furniture, I would have that much money saved up in the bank. And then I would be able to open up my store myself. So you see what I'm saying? So I think that when I wanted to open up a store a couple years later, 5 years later, because I'm like, oh, I can't just sit around this house or whatever. I need to be doing something else. I need to be trying to make some money or something. Mm. And then that's when, that part happened. And I said, I was like, just give me $1,000 and I'll be able to do like this. And then I'm gonna take this money from every week and da 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 da. And that's how I opened up the store. So you know what I'm saying? It's like a mind, like somebody keeps trying to trap or punish somebody to do something on a small scale when they have a big mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be opening up big shit and somebody and this actually was sitting there for me to do. But somebody was like, oh, let's scatter this money and we could give it to all these people. Why only give it to that person? But my mind is more advanced or bigger than them. But I feel like somebody could have duplicated that mind and now they're sitting over there with it and they still don't know what to do with it because you stole something. You know what I'm saying? You stole it. It's not gonna work. That's like a secret weapon or something. God gave it to me to be a new elite, not you. So, you know what I'm saying? You could try to steal it all you want, but especially if you're dealing with these kind of people, and these are the people that you're trying to keep around you or something, it's not gonna build generational wealth. Somebody's trying to take away. God put these pentacles and stack these up in your body as these nice pillars or something, and somebody's trying to tell you you're not that. Your mental work like that. But somebody holding back these pentacles, this money. This shit is crazy. And they think they're getting away with it. And it's like, it'll be a slaughterhouse. This could be another reason why somebody like a Hitler slaughtered all them people. because these was like some type of beings from another planet or something that came here, and this is what they found out that they was doing, and just ordered the death of 10,000 on all sides so that something like this could achieve. But we got watchers watching, and they're snatching up shit. So what happens? Then the watchers got it. What is this? The forever youngers, the renegades, and the watchers on the most wanted list. So the cartel. I feel like at some point in time, the cartel, you can't play with the cartel. But I think that the cartel was also a part of this to make sure um, something went a certain way, but somebody listened to their daughter, the snake. It's always a snake in the story. Always. Always. So I don't know if you're gonna let go of this chain or let go of this something or this juice and try to take this ball to be a player or be an athlete. Somebody might want you to be an athlete. I don't want to be an athlete. I don't want to be nothing that nobody think that they got to talk to me over a computer screen. You have not sat there and talked to me. I change if not. I'm gonna stay exactly how I am. Not, you know what I'm saying, not to that, but like my form, what God put in me, my special gifts, codes, the special things, the way that he made me think. I don't want to change. I like myself. Now these people like, oh, you like yourself so much and you want to stay yourself. No, but there could be additives to that. But I know that these people did not just trust somebody to realign their whole existence, and they weren't there watching as it was being done and having a say so. That's for slave stock, bitch. That's not for me. Don't even touch my shit until I'm sure. Put all my shit back. Don't even touch my stuff. So somebody is saying that this person a player, or they about to pass the torch or pass the ball to you. But I just feel like this is not truth. Somebody don't want you to have it because you got the juice. Or me or whoever this is. All right? Mm. Also, this player could be a liar. They've been saying that somebody else had the juice and they knew that you had the juice the whole time. But the hurtful thing about this could be that you don't know what to do with it in this economy or in this world. Somebody could have also spent a lot of money at spent a lot of money on preparing and pimping another ride. I still am wondering what happened. Why did we move? Now, this could be like I said, these people took something from me again and then tried to use a tactic, or they could have been, I was hearing sirens earlier, so they could have been using it like sewer maidens or something like this to make it uncomfortable, or even underneath. I would think about sea level and stuff that's really underneath the ground if you dig down deep enough. And I know in the metro house we always had problems with the weeds and the plumbing in that house. We had always had a problem with that sump pump down there, and it used to be flooding all the time. That could be also another thing. The weeds from that tree or whatever, the roots from that tree would come digging, up and come up through the basement. I don't know if it's weeds or not, but um, so um, somebody wanted somebody's opinion or the wrath that comes out to be the reason why somebody can't revisit something. I'm gonna lay this shit so low with this energy that I'm a still be able to go. You damn right, I'm about to go wherever I want to go, whenever I want to go there. It ain't no nothing like that. You know, I put the work, you know, but nowadays it's kind of sad. I was gonna say one deeper. It's kind of sad that I think about it. Sometimes it's like, damn. So you try to ruin me, or you ruin my physique or something like this, and these children may not even be my children, or somebody programmed these children to make it feel like your situation not the same. You didn't treat your children the way your parents treated you. You did a little bit better, but they wanted to come in. Somebody wanted to come in and manipulate it to make the children go against you or hate you, to make it seem like you did it wrong when they did it wrong. And now it's a whole bunch of wrong motherfuckers sitting in positions that's wrong. And that's why I say about a lot of these women or something like this. You wanted to come in and try to make it like I did it wrong, and I didn't do it wrong. I tried to take the little sweet moments that I can remember as a child, no matter who I was around or something like this, the holidays and those feelings and stuff like that, and wrap that up in the way that I raised my children. Now, if I had more finances, I could have did something different or a little bit better or something, but I did the best that I could with what I had. And I never let my stomach or anything or whatever like this get in the way of me being a good person, still having fun. It never made me depressed or nothing. I'm just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I knew I wanted to get a tummy tuck or whatever, but it's not even about the tummy tuck shit no more. That's what I'm trying to say. In the early 20s or whatever, I would be like, oh my goodness, my stomach, I can't stand this shit. I just wish it just wasn't here or something like this. You know, even when I lost weight, it was still there. So, and it got even worse with the twins because my stomach muscle split. Whatever they call it, detexty, rexty, or some shit like this. So it's not even about that anymore. It's about it's supposed to be feeling like an emptiness with these people trying to let me realize that they use my womb, maybe even not even for my children. You know, it was a waste. And look at you. Oh, and then actually you're of this age now and you cannot have children, or it's going to be hard for you to have a child, or the child might be handicapped if you have a child this late. And there was no reason. You see what I'm saying? There's no reason for somebody had to, what, you a hater or something. There was no reason for you to want to have to teach me a lesson about shit. Who was you? You was horrible as a mother or something like this. Or you was jealous of your daughter and everybody could see it, or your son or something like this. You know, you the people that should be getting some kind of whiplash or something like this, not me. But that's what I'm saying. They're trying to say it's foreign nature to not be jealous of your children. Where? Or these people is just different or something like this. I actually like children, not in a nasty way. I've never abused or sexually molested nobody's child or nothing. I actually like to see children thrive, people, adults, anybody that's in a positive and you're going to do positive with your growth. I like to see these people grow. I will support that shit all day. So it's just strange to me. This is what America was built on. So somebody tell me that my thinking is foreign, that's crazy to me. I don't want to watch no little kid at home in their room or in their bathroom. I will put the cameras in the damn uh, facilities where children go for dance class or something like this, and hook them up to the higher security, something to make sure that children ain't getting abused at these places, so parents can really have full disclosure and things like this, not just at daycares, but every single daycare where you have a certain amount of children, to make sure that there's surveillance in a certain type of way. And the people that are surveillance it, yeah, it could just be going, somebody could be getting off on seeing people harm people under surveillance. The people that's running the surveillance camp have to be mentally poised, and they have to be okay in the head too. Because I'm gonna need that person to tell if something is happening with a child, not sit there and enjoy it or get off on it. I don't understand these people. I don't know. But I know hope is not lost. If I'm still able to think this way about a world with a better place, there's no way that's fake flexing. Oh, I'm gonna sponsor this or something, knowing they have something nefarious attached to it. I just have the thought that you don't have to have the nefarious thing attached to it. How about that? How about we try that? Like, I don't know. Right? So we have the leap of faith here. All right. It's like also this energy, like I also want to dedicate a part of my life. The thing, this is what they do. It's an abusive nature. It's an abusive kind of nation thing. Whatever will hurt you while you were in this transitional or you were moving down this journey, it's like you're bound to working on that particular thing. Maybe for the rest of your life, or maybe you can go in and help and do this and see it from all standpoints by going through the motions and saying, I want to stand up for this. I want to be an advocate for that. I want to be the face. Somebody wants somebody to be the face of something. Um, but I don't think you have to do that either. Stay in that environment and then be a social worker or something like this because I said I no, I can still tend to and make sure about children when it comes to the empire, when it comes to my crown, when it comes to from a government standpoint. I can see better and do more up here than sitting up in the shit with you. I already went through it with you. I already observed it. I was there as an observant energy, as some kind of sponge or something like this. To not a sponge to steal energies, energy, essence, and ideas, but to see what the people actually would need. When I sit on my throne, I know what for my life on earth with amongst the regulars, I would know how to navigate the crown in a better way. Okay. And somebody is trying to make it like something else here. And I feel sad because whoever this is, the Ten of Wands, is catching up to this person because of this lie that they told about who got the juice. But they know that your life is about to be bombarded or something. If people do know, like you were already supposed to be like something. Yeah, somebody could be being looked at as the devil, or there's something like this here. Hold on, y'all. Wait, I wanted to say this because I think I was slowing down right there. Because what if this was the people from the own community or this Wakanda group that was separated from me in the 80s and they think differently than me now and they always come back and look at me as a conduit or something like this or whatever this is. And what if these people were the ones that tried to send out that call and kick me out or get me to want to move randomly, just jump ship and leave the city or leave the county or leave the state, not knowing that that could have been a danger to me or something like this? If I wasn't the Holy Spirit, could have probably killed me. All right. That there, how do we know it wasn't no some kind of sonar or some kind of something to get me to leave that city so these people could build, take the energy and residue that I left behind and build something off of my energy in the same city I'm from and then try to treat me like I'm not even a part of it or I'm not even from there or something like this. It's almost like this group had eight and they've been eight for 80 years, but somebody was supposed to be number nine. They try to ex-hesitant against me as number nine, even though you already took the energy and essence and stuffed it and packed it in there. So that's just too late. But you went and you took somebody else that looked better than me. And you think that shit ain't about to blow up from the inside out because you even thinking. And then the group said, yeah, that's a good idea. So you listen to the snake or you listen to the woman, and now whatever you got, the funding is gone. You don't have the power. You don't have the ability to do nothing. So that's what I'm saying. You could fall right down to the ground. On upon thy belly they go. You understand? If this is the way your thinking is, man. It's time somebody else to get a turn or whatever this is. Like something like this. Because I'm telling you, somebody's like, they passed the ball, they gave you something, but you didn't get this or whatever this is. Yeah, you got the juice, but you didn't get this additive. This could be I mean, if it's called basketball, the basketball must be really important for you to go forward and play it. So, like, you could see something in this boy. Oh, he was tall, he was athletic, he liked to run. I knew he was going to do something, or he always bouncing that basketball. I knew he was going to probably do something with it, you know. Um, you see what I'm saying? um this is this kind of energy here. But we also know that Simba was led away the same way. So that's why I was thinking, is there a doppelganger energy? Like there's two, even of my dad, like an Uncle Scar and somebody like Uncle Scar, nice one, and an Uncle Scar, devil one or something. Because I don't think Mufasa, I think Mufasa could be another energy. This could have been like a guardian energy that was a feather energy, like somebody that was own businesses, a merchant, or somebody was in a higher caste or class because of their work, what they did. Somebody owned a business or something, and that is representing the Mufasa energy, the red. This could be also Seth energy, okay? Now, this man right here, we got the Eight of Pentacles here. Child neglect. Somebody was not neglecting a child. This person was doing something in the upright. What is this? Um, this was making me think about, I was watching something today, and the dude had green and red on. But I'm like, why did it look like my man, both of my boyfriends? Why did it look like the Taurus and why did that look like the Taurus and the Grubs person or the Biggs person? Like what they got to do with each other? Look at, you know, what that got to do with each other? With the bloodline and then the green leggings, but is it really? Because somebody been getting away with, it's making me think about that movie with Drew Barrymore and her dad, and they were on that trip or whatever in the mountains or whatever, and they got stuck in that little town. Like somebody was on their way on a journey and they got stuck in a little town. This tomcat energy. Now there's tomcats floating around. This is a cease and desist, y'all. This shit can't. This could be who stole the thing. Even like 8 pentacles or 8 times, or somebody then made somebody $5 ass and made change or something. Somebody trying to say something like this to get to you, but this person was blocking child, or it seemed like. Let's see if this is what this person was actually doing. It's like this person was blocking somebody from getting to a child here. Okay. Let's see. There's no final warnings. You guys are a thing of yesterday's past. It's still my shit that you're using. I'm telling you, whatever finances, this is something about tracing the finances, because it's like these people use finances from whatever was being built in this base, and they moved it up to the north, plotted them people there, and then sent me there. But the money was all something here about keeping it's all about keeping or watching or keeping watch over the Empress. But why do we have to know this? Why do we have to know this? Somebody is like very aggravated about whatever this information is that's coming out. This could also be somebody that trying to say that they didn't neglect their children or leave the child behind. Okay. But I feel like they did to go build something else. Or somebody got rid of this child, or they got rid of these memories. Okay. So that they can have another family. But you can't have another family. Again, this person took 2 pentacles from this person. This is like somebody that was here protecting one person. This person was with this person. This person didn't neglect this person at some point in time, but this person, I don't know, I feel like they could, or somebody trying to reincarnate this child and do it over again or something like this. And it's like there's no time for that. The judgment is now. Like, put down the hatchet. Police station. Sage of Swords. Somebody is taking this child here and doing something with this child here. Somebody is a spy. Police station. Somebody is not going to the police station. Where are they going? Ten of Wands. Overwhelmed. Because of a lie. It's almost like somebody lied about passing thing because they jealous of your juice. This could lead back to the spiritual hater. Yeah, because somebody loved themselves. And somebody can't put it, okay, somebody can't put a spell on someone. They love themselves. Or no matter what these people talking about self-love look like. Or self-care. Sometimes self-care is when your back is up against the wall, you start swinging. So somebody could be also upset because, like, say this is this red energy or something like this. These are the people that they monitor a certain area in the caste system. Your dad could be your dad, but you didn't think commoner peasants and servants and just taking crumbs and working until your heart fall out your chest, whatever this is. Your mind there's different, levels to it, and your mind floated up as much as to even be in the midst of the clouds with God, above the caste system in the clouds. But somebody's also trying to bring somebody back down to the merchants area and taking over something like you will be in a higher sector, meaning you would start off as like a merchant or a store owner or a local beauty supply owner or something like this. Okay, there's a battle here because somebody ain't never dealt with somebody like you, and a lot of these people are childish, and they've been just given these jobs just to give in, and they've been sitting in these positions thinking that they can't be moved or they could abuse people and abuse their power and get away with it. And it's like, nah, I want to be the motherfucker that break that shit up. I'm gonna get a lot further with doing it that way. Instead of you trying to give me something that, oh, you actually, and somebody's like, oh, yeah, we don't have enough examples of ourselves in the community. Yeah, I came up with that shit too a long time ago. And nobody crowded around me and said, oh, my goodness, we want to know more about oh, you did. You invaded my privacy to do it. You invaded my intellectual property in my brain. And you never wanted to sit down with me or talk to me. You just took it. Just like slavery. Sit down, Bessie. Turn your ass around. You know what I'm saying? Then go up in there crawling in the bed with their wife. You understand? And that's a no. This is a Jezebel ass nigga then. Somebody's looking like somebody looking real jazzy. Jazzy too classy. Somebody looking real motherfucking jazzy. You understand? Okay? And I feel like whoever this is that didn't leave you behind is because this person want to pick at you and abuse you. They turning their back on the fact that you a boss bitch. Look what I'm doing over here. I got a nail salon. I got this or whatever this is. Okay. I got a dance group. I got whatever this is. Okay. But look how you handle it. Like, yeah, I could be a bitch or something like this. But if I'm about to put something on and I'm about to put it on for thousands people to watch something, I'm not about to be in that behavior. So somebody wanted to exploit somebody on the low, see how you operate or whatever this is here. Because that's why you have cut, turn off the camera, get me off camera. So that you could get that steam or say what the fuck you gotta say, or you got that hot mic turned off, you get to say what the fuck you gotta say. That's why they have these things. And then you go back, because nobody wants to You don't want, a company doesn't want the person to put what came up on the hot mic or what came up when the recordings was off. They don't want they don't want us to know what the housewives look like when they not recording. Them bitches probably sitting around here looking like me with a broken nail, some ashy feet, something like this. If they spent too much money on them bags and shit, and now they looking like, damn, I gotta get back in the season, such and such. This my life depend on it. Because sometimes you give somebody a lot of money, they can put their stuff in debt where they're always running after that same amount of money. So if the money ain't really moving like the money supposed to be moving, because they trying to keep up with the Joneses, or they want to keep looking like this or something, bitch. Because I don't care who was wearing what, bitch. If I was on one of these shows, I'd probably be showing up with some Shein shit on all day. Yeah, I'd be in Shein City. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to spend my money on that expensive stuff at that pretty much point. It depends, it depends on what kind of lifestyle I'm actually living. It's gonna match my vibe. It's gonna match my outer appearance, but not my vibe. It remains the same, probably. I think if a lot of money is involved, it will still stay the same, probably. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could be doing something to manipulate DNA and energy to move in a different way here. Somebody's trying to force somebody out of their fucking DNA. So somebody didn't leave you behind. They just manipulated your DNA or your GPS, or they're trying to manipulate something here by digging dirt up on someone or whatever. Somebody's doing some type of heavy, I'm not going to call it black magic. Somebody is doing something to change your identity scientifically. So you can't be illuminated about what these people are doing, or what we got Nay in reverse. Okay. Somebody might love they self, but this is not they self. Somebody could have been treating you like shit because they trusted with this spiritual hater. This could be even this Jaden energy. Somebody you trusted, which could be Candy, which could be another one of these Candy clones. But somebody trusted something that somebody said a long time ago, and now they're feeling some kind of way because they look at you. But this could be somebody that's brown like you, or this could even be your fucking self. Somebody manipulated you to see it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's not the right version of me that need to be in this spot, in that spot. Yeah, we got I miss you. All right. I'm talking to you, baby. I miss you. All right. Somebody could be blocking you because you got the juice. So people are like, oh, we don't want that person. They're not fun. Look how she carries herself or something. Somebody knows that, again, when you start getting your payments, or when you start making money or something like this, it's a wrap for these hoes. So they don't want you in it. They don't want you in it. Because again, these people will be publicly all in their face, but behind the scenes, the line is backed up to come to your quarters or something like this energetically. That's what this is. And this is why somebody don't got no bad credit or something like that. It's something the way something works. And I'm going to end this video right here, y'all. I need to get some rest.